Hi everyone, let's just do some mic tests. Hi everyone, let's just do some mic tests. Yeah, that seems okay. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a new custom game. I've already got some of the area unlocked, and I've already found out that we've got some plunderers that we're going to be boarding in certain locations. Silent Witness 12, Silent Witness 11. We've got another one somewhere. I can't remember where it is now. Oh yeah, down here in Nopalio's Fortune 2. So there's a few things that we need to do. Is we need to set up our global rules. We need to do our initial orders for the ships that I've budgeted for. We need to start to do some plundering, boarding ships, and we're going to start actually creating some stations. So that's what we're going to do. So first things first, let's do the global rules. Takes a little while to do it. We're going to set up some trade rules for our stations. The name of my faction is Wiley Wilson. So if ever you see what, it means Wiley Wilson. So Wiley Wilson only. That's going to be a default rule. Restrict all factions, and our stations by default only want to trade with me, with Wiley Wilson. Okay. We also need another rule that says restrict work, and we need to add Wiley Wilson to that restricted list. Save it, and that will stop us selling excess wares to ourselves. And finally, we need another rule that says no trading. And what we're going to do there is restrict all factions and remove myself. So let's just check that I've done that right. So I've got WW only. So that's restrict everyone apart from me. And that's default. We've got restrict Wiley Wilson. So that means trade with everyone apart from me. And then we've got no trading. So that's everyone's restricted, including myself. We need to do something similar now for our ships. So we need WW only. And that's going to be a trade restriction. I'm going to make that default. Restrict all factions. Save blacklist. And then we're going to have another one, which is going to be restrict Wiley Wilson. And that is going to be for ships that I don't want to trade to me. So for example, I'll have mining ships in systems that I don't want the ore or the silicon to be sold to my stations. I want them to sell them to NPC stations. So that rule here, restrict WW, prevents that from happening. So let's see, let's save that. WW only. So that's restrict everyone apart from me. That's default. And this one is just restrict me, which is what we want. Okay. We also want a travel restriction by default. No dangerous, no enemy regions. And again, well, let's just call it something like that. So no dangerous regions. Save blacklist. Let's think, do we need anything else? Yeah, we need another one. We need an activities blacklist. all my stations are going to be in 18 billion. So we want our ships by default to only trade in 18 billion. In fact, let's not make it default. Let's keep it as non-default. I will definitely need it. So I need to restrict all sectors apart from 18 billion. Yep. Save blacklist. Great. Now we're going to add some more as time goes on, but at the moment we've got nothing there. We don't need anything else. So that's our rules done, quite easy. We've got trade rules for our stations, trade rules for our ships. We've set up a travel default, not to travel in dangerous regions. And we've also set up an activity blacklist that only allows 18 billion. We'll need that later. We don't need it now, but we'll need it later. Right, next bit, we need to set up these initial rules now for our ships that we've got set up as our starting capital, if you like. I've got 10 million in credits, and I've also got all these ships here. I've got the HQ already unlocked because I've done that quest in a different playthrough. What I've done is given myself 2 Nemesis. So I've got Nemesis, which I've called Cobra, and a Viper, again another Nemesis. And they're going to be my attack ships I use for boarding or for taking out pirates or any enemies that I come across. And that's just the old Elite Dangerous references there. Recruit, that's my in-car capturer Vanguard. That just sits at a shipyard and allows me to hold my Marines, and I use it to transport those Marines to my boarding ships, which are these 3 here. And they're all Gorgon Vanguards, which hold 16 crew. So minus a captain, that's 15 each. So that's 15, 15, 15. That's 45 Marines I can get packed into there, plus whatever I've got in my Cobra. But we'll look at that in a minute. I've got some mules that I'll predominantly use for station trading, bringing Claytronics and hull parts to my stations. I've got a gas miner, 3-star captain. I've got 3 mineral miners, all 3-star captains. Again, it's a budgeted game. I've played this game a lot, so it's just a bit of a head start, really. I've got some ships here, Perseus Vanguard 15, which are fitted with blast mortars, if I remember, and they're just for patrolling my stations, my safe space, which is going to be 18 billion. And then I've got some scout ships down here that I've just used for scouting out the map and getting to know the whole place. So let's do the Cobras first, and let's do, this is a painstaking job, but we've only got to do it once. Going to set up all the global rules for these ships, or should I say local rules. So what do we want them to do? If they are under attack, let's retaliate. And in fact, I've just remembered I haven't set up my global rules for my ship. So let's do that first. Let's go back to global rules. Global standing orders. Read them and understand them. Right, so here we go. So use judgment. We want our ships by default to run away. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to just set that up now, so that if they get attacked or attacked by pirates, they're going to run away. We're going to get them to comply with police interdictions. We don't need some of these notifications. Let's just turn them off. Done. All right, let's go back to our list. All right, we've done that now. So let's retaliate. So they're going to be all escape, which is fine. These miners, we want them to ignore. Because they're large miners, they'll get attacked by the CAC. But we don't need to worry about them. Also, we don't need to be informed, so let's just untick those notifications. My Marines, I just want them to ignore. Or have I fitted them with, oh no, I've fitted them with flat cannons, so let's get them to, actually let's get them to retaliate. We don't want them running off, do we? Okay, so that'll be retaliation. All these, we don't need to worry about setting up rules for this because we're going to have an overriding patrol rule, and they'll just patrol an area, so we don't actually need to do anything with these guys. And these scouts, which we'll get a name later, again, we just need them to run away because they don't have any weapons fitted at all. Right, so we've done the rules. What do we need to do next? We need to set up the orders. Right, so let's clump all these guys together. Intercept for commander. And they're going to be my home defense. So home defense. And they are going to be based in 18 billion. I'm going to have some factories around about here. Probably about 9 factories in total. Everything. And they'll just defend that region. So let's just do that now. So we're going to protect position. So they're going to be round about here. I'm going to have my stations. That's that done. So let's go back to these guys and set up their weapons and nemesis. So I've got 3 fire groups. And attack my current enemy. And this one's going to be attack all enemies. So the Cobra is the one I'm going to use. The Viper, I'm going to make that the primary attack group with the AI. I don't really know if that works or not, but that's just how I set it up. Attack group 1 and 2 is for me if I pilot the ship, and attack group 3, the AI, and attack all enemies. And I'm just going to lump that ship in with my home defense team. So he's assigned to that commander now. And these Marines, I want them to attack my current enemy as well. And they're all going to be lumped in with me. So they're going to attack with commander. I might have to disable their flat cannons. But that's just how it is. Okay, the recruit ship. Let's see what I've got here initially for energy cells, hull parts, Claytronics. Oh, I want energy cells, not antimatter cells. Here we are. Okay, so I've got some in 18 billion. Great. So I think what we're going to do is I need to just check that I've got Marines on board. So you've got 207. And if you look at the last lot, about 20 of them, they're all rubbish. So what I generally do is I move those to be service crew. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left that are rubbish marines, so we might as well just make them into service crew. And then what we'll do is we'll shuffle able-bodied service crew once they've been promoted into our plundered ships, and we can use those to repair the plundered ships better. That's the idea anyway. All right, so that's that done. Marines, let's look at those. And what have you got? You've got Marines. I should have Marines in all my Marines. Yes, I do. And I need to just give this a name as well. So let's call it boarding. Confirm. In fact, I'm even going to disarm these, because often I don't like them attacking. I just want them just to stay back. Let's do the mining ships next. Now we've got an idea where hull parts, energy cells and Claytronics are. Let's see what we've got. So in 18 billion, we've got methane and helium. So let's do some methane first. So advanced auto mine, methane, and we're not going to go anywhere to sell it apart from this sector. I could have done a local auto mine, but it's just set up now. And I'll call that methane. All right, this guy. Right, you can do silicon. Also mine, add remove where silicon. Now you're going to go up to 1 gate away and sell it up to 2 gates away. Confirm. And we need to give the little S at the end there so we know it's silicon. And then we've got some in Grand Exchange. We've got silicon and we've got ore. So let's do one of each. So you, my friend, you're going to be silicon. Again, let's just keep it relatively local. And this one here, you're going to be ore. You have to give it a naming convention. Otherwise you just lose track of what ship's doing what. So we've only got 4 auto miners, 1 gas, 3 mineral. They all look okay. Right, let's do the scouts next. So you're going to go to Argon Prime. You're going to Second Contact. You're going to Black Hole Sun. And you're going to True Sight, whatever it's called. That's what we're going to do. So that's all set up. Next is our mules and our recruit ship. I've done this twice now, but it doesn't matter. There's no rush with this game. Take your time. So what we're going to do is we're going to call you. So you're going to do energy cells and Claytronics. You're going to do hull parts. There's always a need for wafers. And there's often like miscellaneous, like medicine, advanced electronics and stuff like that. So let's set up our stations now. Where we're gonna put them? We're gonna put them there. So manage new plots, new plot. So these are our initial stations that we're going to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 for refined metals, 1 for graphene, and 1 for hull parts. So that's going to be 3 stations. But the refined metals will do silicon wafers in future, so it's just your solids. And then the graphene will do antimatter cells and superfluid coolant. It'll do that. So actually liquids factories. So let's just set up a starting point where we want these stations to go. I don't like it right in the line between the north and south gate because I don't like my ships having to move about. So just move it a little bit to the right. So let's build that. Buy license, continue. I've already got a station set up here. We've got a 3M6S dock. We've got a container, solid storage. These are some blueprints I've already bought through my custom start, quite cheap. Might as well just stick that on there. Just get the ball rolling. Let's do 5 of those. So they always end up looking like a Borg cube by the time they're finished. But that's just how it is. Copy that sequence, stick it over there. That'll do for now. So I need to get the energy cells blueprint, which I will steal once I've captured my first ship. And that energy cell module will go here, where I'm highlighting. And I'll need to shuffle the order of this stuff around as well, because it's in the wrong order at the moment. But it doesn't matter at the moment, because I'll sort all that out once I've actually got the energy cells blueprint. This is just to get the ball rolling with the build. So let's confirm. And you'll see it's defaulted to WW only. So currently I need to supply everything. But Claytronics and hull parts, I want some help from the NPC factions. So I'm going to unrestrict. And you can see the little crosses have disappeared now. And the way I play it, I go to about half. So let's put in 2.5 million as a starting point. And assign a builder. Have we got any? Yes, we've got one. And in the old days, before 6.2 patch, you had to go and actually scan these construction ships to see how many cargo, how many builder drones they had. And it was right pain. It really was. I hated it. But now they seem to have increased the number of builder drones that you get with these construction ships. So let's close that. And let's rename it. And it's our first Wiley Wilson factory, so we're just going to call it WW1 Solids. And now we know where it is. We'll just change the position of our defence ever so slightly. So our defence squad looks after that nicely. That's it, nice. And now, of course, we need to actually supply some goods to it. So I like to stay local if I can at the start of the game, because I just want to get it up and running. So we've got some energy cells. And then we're going to get some Claytronics. So we're just setting up some repeat orders. Again, we haven't got much of a selection at the moment. But we can pop down to Grace Exchange, Grand Exchange, whatever it's called, get some from there. Put some in there. Transfer wares. So we've got a few rules set up. Let's do the same for hull parts. First one. Again, I'll just take from the local system. And then the other ones I'll take from down here, assuming there are some. Yeah, there are. So I'm going to send my big ship down here to get up that lot first. Keep the price low. I don't think I've got any boarding. Yeah, will let me actually do it yet? Oh, it's a mistake I made in my last game. I might need to go and get some cargo drones. Well, let's pick it up and then let's fly to here. And then what I'll do is I'll go and double check and see if I can actually, once that construction ship's moved into place, hopefully it's got some cargo drones I can use. I've done that before, I forgot. It's on the template I've got set up on the custom build. I just forgot to set up the cargo drones. I've done that every time I played it. Right, now Claytronics are always good money maker at the start, but only at the start. So let's pick up some Claytronics from there. And Claytronics from there. Then we'll sell those once we've got more of the map. So I think that's a quite a good start. I think maybe we've just got the hull parts to do. Yeah, we've only got one. Again, let's pick up some hull parts. Drop those off. Need to be careful with money at the start. So we've got 1, 2, 3 trades. That's fine. That should be okay for a little bit. I think that's it. I think we're done. Do a bit of trading. I'll have to do some more rules for them. There's going to be quite a lot of pausing at the start of the game as I get everything set up. When you start off just with one ship, you don't have to do that. You can just play the game. But when you've got loads of stuff to do, take half an hour. Now what I'm going to do is, in case I've messed up, I'm actually going to save it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to my HQ. I'm just going to make some bombs. And let's just find out where our first plunderer is. Okay, so it's up at Silent Witness. So what I'll do and just keep it simple.
Joining squad.
Entering system. 18 billion.
What we will do is I need to just remove the order for this guy, this scout. And then what he will do is he will explore the whole highway area. So let's go and make some bombs. And let's sell some stuff.
Here you go. Good luck.
Thank you. And then let's go back to my ship.
Entering system. Second contact. Jump gate. Argon Prime.
Okay, so we need to pause it again because we've got quite a lot more stuff to do now. So we need to set up a relief pilot for this guy. So let's just promote you. Also, we need to, now we've got the whole of the circuit, the highway circuit explored. That will allow us to start doing some more lucrative trade deals now. So let's put these mules and sell those Claytronics. 89,000, that's a lousy profit. I got my filter set up wrong. No, that's right. Sometimes it can be 200,000. But it's just the way it is. It's random. It's just random. So that's not fantastic, but let's stick with it. And let's see what other goods we've got that we can set up trade deals for. Advanced electronics, antimatter converters, medical supplies, microchips, wafers, fuel coils. Let's try that lot. Right, so meds, you always get a lot. You always get a lot of money from medical supplies. So let's do those. Yeah. Let's do 3 of those. Right, can we do another one? Yeah, let's do another one. The money's getting less now, but it's still quite a lot. Let's just carry on. Means we don't have to pause it as much next time. So generally how I play is I set it all up and then I just play it for an hour. And then when I hit an hour, I pause it again. And I go and check that everything's just working as it should be. And then I just check up on a regular basis anyway. All right, let's do some wafers. Again, we can just get a few set up. We don't need hundreds. Electronics. You can make a lot of money trading at the start. That's why I have a few ships doing it. And then later on, when I've got factories running, they just sell stuff. And I don't really bother with manual trading. I let the computers do it all. But at the start, there's a bit of micromanagement that you need to do, which is how it is. Okay, so we've got quite a few set up there. That's nice. I'll keep it going for a little while. That's all set up. Now we need to set up the patrol routes for the, not patrol routes, exploration routes for these guys, these scouts. I find that the explore command doesn't work very well. There's mods you can get, but I play vanilla. So we'll just do a hexagonal, octagonal, no, hexagonal, 6. Let's go around. And then any gaps I just fill in. I find the auto explore just takes forever. I don't understand why it takes so long. Whereas there was a mod that I used that did it in a spiral. That was great. It was so easy. Such a nice little script that guy wrote. Right, so that one can't do that one yet. So let's just do this one now. I got that Michael Fry song in my head. Read the standing orders, read them and understand them. Read the standing orders, standing orders, standing orders. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. Let's just finish off this route. No authority at all. She kicked him out, John, 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 John. She kicked him out, John, 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 John. Let's find the shipyard that's in Holy Vision. because we will need to see the best price for selling our plundered ship. And I do find that the hop pay the most. So at the start of the game, it seems to be the best place to sell them. Mess that up. Let's just remove that. Remove that. There we are. That's better. I've really messed that up, haven't I? There we go. That's better. Okay. Bit of a pain, all this. At the start of the game, it's really quite slow. But it's not a twitch shooter. There's no rush. You're not competing with anybody. It doesn't matter if it takes you 5 hours to set up all your rules whilst you're on pause. And like with anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets, the quicker it gets. That'll do. Let's just move that down a little bit. Okay, so I think that's it. I know we've got one more thing to do. Oh yeah. So now I've discovered Hatikva's choice. I need to set up a new travel restriction because the Xenon can invade that sector and your ships can get ambushed. So I want to stop large ships from traveling through Hatikva's choice. So the easiest way to do that is set up a blacklist, and ships operate near, or I might send off to do a bit of trading. For example, this large ship here, I want to set up a travel restriction. I don't care about dangerous regions for that one because it's a large ship. The dangerous region doesn't affect it. Great. All right, I remembered something else I'm going to do as well, is I'm actually going to remove that from there. And I'm going to send that Viper to an energy cells factory. So I can steal the, I did it again, steal the standing orders. I can steal the blueprints. So we want to send them to a sector that sells energy cells. I don't want to do it in my own system. Right, there's a solar power plant there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a Viper to there. And just to sit there until I'm ready to steal that blueprint. Right, let's teleport back to my ship. Oh, I'm already there. It's got on the highway. It's got one more thing to pause. I need to set up this scout. And then I won't be doing much pausing after that. Alright, so you're on your way. Once you get to Silent Winters, I'll need to pause it.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
So we're just setting up another scouting exploration route.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
And that means we don't need to worry about it being inefficient. Nearly done. Can we do it in time? Yay.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Right, so we need to come off this now. We need to go over there. What I love about games, once you become familiar with the map, you can kind of navigate around. You know where stuff is. You're not having to pause it every 2 seconds and check.
Unknown object.
Right, I'm going to take out this one first. Because sometimes he kills himself on that CAC installation. Silent Witness 12. And you lose the ship. Check everything's working as it should. So, oh, just remembered something from this before. So if we go to my ships, I've done this before. I need to turn off the trade restrictions in case in the future I get them to auto. See this one, it's nearly full of methane already, but I need to turn off that WW only for all my auto miners, definitely. I've had that before, but I was sat there for 3 hours doing nothing. It's such a waste of time. So that should be all clear now. Yeah, so it's all going up nice. Now, final thing, can I actually drop off this stuff now? Now the trade partner has any cargo drones available, ship storage capacity reach. Right, so that's a bit annoying. So I'm going to have to go and get those hull parts. And then I'm going to have to go and dock at this Talada shipyard. I'm going to have to pick up some cargo drones. So I'll pick up 8. I'll pick up 6, there was no real rush. And 2 repair drones, 2 defense drones. Yep. And then once you've done that, I don't think I can do it yet, because I still think it says I've got no drones, because I haven't. They're going to be picked up. Right, so I'll have to remember. Okay, I think that's it. Right, so we've done our rules, we've done our initial orders, and now we're going to do our boarding. So we're just flying to the sector we need to get to.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, so you're in position, so you're ready for me. That's great. Everything's looking all right. I don't know, how long did that take? Half an hour? Once you've done it once, that's it. You don't have to pause the game much after that. Just when there's loads of stuff going on. So turn flight assist off. We drift towards it. Re-engage it, and I should be able to fly through. Always a bit tight. It's difficult when you've got a large ship.
Silent witness 12.
Right, so how do I approach this? So what I've done is I've got 3 M Gorgon Vanguards with me. I do the firing and they just carry the Marines, but I've given them some flat cannons in case I come across a behemoth destroyer that has heavy missiles on its tracking turrets, and they can really wreck you really quickly. So they're really there with flat cannons, flat turrets just to support me. So I'm going to go up to 10 kilometers, disengage my drive, activate my scanner, stop, get in the blind spot, Shift S to scan, Shift S again, scan, and I'm going to pause it for the video, but normally I wouldn't pause it. Let's check the information for that ship. So you can see it's all dumbfire, plasma tracking. So he's got missiles as well. He's got a lot of missiles, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful and take him out. Shouldn't be too bad because it's not tracking turrets. Oh no, he has got tracking. He's got 4 tracking turrets. Okay, so what we're going to do is just make sure that those ships that are with me are... They're going to engage technically, but they won't do anything because they're all disarmed, 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 disarmed. Good. See, I've used all sorts for boarding. I've used the ships I'm using now. I've used Odysseus E. I've used the Carcattua. I've used the Sheiruku, whatever it's called, the other transport ship. And they were nightmare. Large ships, you're just waiting for ages. Ages and ages and ages. So I always come back to the M ships because they can use the highway. So let's just move into position. We're going to take out the L turrets first, and then the engines. So I'll show you my loadout in case you want to see it. So I've got 2 iron blasters, Mach 2 on fire group 1, and I've got 3 bolt repeaters, Mach 2 on fire group 2. And it's set to my current enemy, so I can target specifics. Have a little cough, just give me a second. That's better. Now what I'm going to do as well, because I'm a wuss, I'm going to save it. So if I mess up, I can reload. Don't care. So quite straightforward really. We target this turret, switch to bolt weapons. First turret down, take out the first engine. Shields first and then bolt weapons after that. Take out another engine. Take out a defense drone. There's another engine down there, just have to move it a little bit. Alright, so it's dead in the water now, so let's just move around to the back. Select my weapons again. Energy weapons. It'd be nice if he doesn't hit me, but yeah, he missed. Good. So that's my 2L turrets gone now. Let's take out the M. So start with these fins. If you strafe, you can avoid the fire from the plasmas. And just take your time. Again, there's no rush. Sometimes you have to back off, let your shields recharge, and then try again. Messed up there.
Danger.
Never mind. Tracking turret. I'm just on mouse and keyboard, so I've got to be careful here. I might have to go and heal up, recharge. I mean, it's going to get my shields, you see. So usually what I do now is I just deactivate. Yeah, I know that, mate. I deactivate the steering. Why did it tell me that twice? That's funny. I deactivate the steering so I don't move around by mistake. And then I just check my shields, 46%. just wait for them to recharge. So generally this is where I just go now and check my orders. So we might as well just queue up a few more orders. Claytronics. And hull parts. We're in the blind spot. We don't need to worry about anything. So a lot of this game, you don't have to pause every 2 seconds. There's quite a lot of downtime. You can just do stuff whilst you're waiting for other stuff to happen. So Grand Exchange 3. Let's give me one of those. Ah, it's a wafers one. So hopefully you can get away from that. It's just a little ship, you see. Again, we'll see. Once we've got the energy cells, I might go and kill that SCA. Alright, what are we on now? Nearly 100%. So let's take out another turret. So we'll just go around. You can use next filter, next target. So these, even if they hit me, it should be okay because it's only one at a time. Flight assist off. Flight target. And all we're doing is just going around the ship here. Flight assist off round. That's going to hit me because I don't bother with counter measures. I just tank it. Right, that's it. Deactivate turrets. And let's just check we've got them all. Oh no, there's a plasma turret there, so I've missed it. Missed a plasma. Oh, it's respawned. Respawned. It's been repaired. Whoa, that's close. Right, dead. Another way of checking to see if it's got any turrets left is just, just go into board and it'll show you there, turret 0 of 10. So you can see he's only got 196 boarding resistance, so it's going to be dead easy to take out, but we need to get his hull down first. So we just need to just attack him. I'm just going to use my ship. I don't want all those repair drones getting destroyed. And normally what I do now is I just go to where it's not the hatch, what's it called? The bays, where your ships go, the hangar bays, the fighter bays. Later towers can come out of here. Oh, take out that engine. Been repaired. Okay, let's just double check. Yeah, see, you need to learn to kind of do stuff at the same time. I'm not great at multitasking. Typical bloke, one thing at a time. But with this game, remember you can pause it. You're gonna die. Okay. Right. Let's get the shields down. You see, it's quite easy really. Once you know what you're doing, I could even go into the map menu and mess around and issue orders to my ships. I don't need to worry about getting killed. You just need to listen out for the audio cues. Right, here comes the laser towers. Green hair. So as I was saying, it's quite easy once you've taken out the engines and the weapons. He's not going anywhere. He's got nowhere to go. So you can just take your time really, because you've defanged it. So I typically get the hull down to about 82, 83%. Wait for his recharge. Now that ship escaped, didn't it? Right, see? So 86, 85, 84, 83. Right, deactivate that. And then what we're going to do is deactivate steering. We're going to go to board. And we're just going to move that across. We're going to go to weak, very strong, very strong. We're going to go to maintain distance. And we're going to just make sure that that's 0 and that's got a number on it. Very low, very nice. Start operation. Perfect. So now whilst it's doing that, we'll go back to my ship. Sorry, back to my overview. And all these Marines, I now need to move across, ready for the next boarding operation.
Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Awaiting orders.
We're making our way through the hull.
So that's all we're doing, just moving these across. Could they take time to move in transit? If you do it now, by the time you get to your next ship to board, they've already moved.
Preparing for breach. Sit rep.
Sometimes you forget this step. You're only going to wait around 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, going to wait 3 Marines to come across. And this is why I have a large ship that kind of just mills around in the general area, like 18 billion or whatever, near a shipyard. So if I need to get something, I can.
Move it. You are free to engage.
Right, so 15 minutes in, let's just double check that everything's working as it should. Yeah, so you're selling.
Awaiting orders.
I don't think you've sold any yet. No.
Continuing engagement. They say that it's too risky to engage.
Tell them to fall back.
Well, everyone's gathering. That's good.
It's going to blow.
So I don't want to attack this ship now, the engine, because I want it to be working. Put my frame counter on. 45%, good. Because I want it to be able to fly back to a dock so I can sell it, a wharf so I can sell it. So I don't want to destroy that engine now, I want to leave it. I've deactivated everything. Turrets.
Open fire.
So we're down to 9 crew. Very low chance. See, I've already lost 14 people. I should take it. But sometimes there's a die-hard Marine that just kills everyone.
I have a team working on bypassing the
So he's got nearly a 3-star Marine.
follow my lead.
Should be okay now. He's down to
Seek
4.
to engage.
Priceless.
Nearly got him.
Good. Yes.
All right. So that's boarding. So that ship is now mine. Do with it what I want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repair it and sell it. So how do we do that? Get up from my seat first. Just habit. And what I do is I tell, I know there's another plunderer ship in here. I tell my captain to fly to the next target. So just go to your map, type in plunderer, set guidance, and then you can see that it's there. And because I've got up from my seat, you can now tell it to follow until further notice. If I hadn't have got up, I couldn't have done that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to the Phoenix Sentinel, because I'll need to repair that engine. So I'm on board the Phoenix now. You can hear the audio changed. I'm also going to move the Marines that are on that ship. I'm going to transfer it back to the recruiting ship that I use for picking up new Marines. And this, again, this is a bit of a faffy bit, but once you've done it once, you don't need to do it again. I'm going to move my able crew from other ships over to the Phoenix Sentinel. Right, so I've hardly got any at the moment. That's just how it is sometimes. And then replace them with those other crappy Marines that I took off Marine duty and made them service crew right at the start of the game when I had it paused. So as time goes on, my able crew Marines will get more and more and more. So they'll repair faster and faster up to the limit that you captured the ship. I think it works. So let's just make sure they've got, this new ship has no cargo because you want to get rid of it. And also I want to change my default response to attack to ignore, but notify me so I can go and sort it out if it's a problem. But currently it's not going to go anywhere, this ship. So let's see where we're going to send it. We want to sell it at the place that I get the most money. So I know where these shipyards are. So I'm just going to check the price. So it's 14.5 at Taladi, 13.7 there. So 14.5 is the winner at the moment. So 14.3. So in fact, and what's the Argon? All right, so the best one is actually the nearest one, which is very fortuitous. So let's go and dock. I'm going to just jump out for a second. And I'm just going to repair my engines. So this is why you don't destroy the engines totally once you've started boarding. Unless the ship's flying off and you're failing to board. It means now the hull was at 79% for that engine. And I like to get it up to 100%, so it's nearly there already. Whereas if it's all 1% and 2%, it just takes ages. You just sat here with your finger on the space bar waiting for it to heal, to repair. All right, that's that repaired. So let's jump to that Viper now.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
Let's just allocate this guy as
Can I help?
a manager.
Sir. Sir.
Yeah, sorry mate. Let me just double check that you are a 3-star manager. Yes, you are. Good. So let's move you again. Let's come you again. Sorry about that. So let's move you as a manager there.
Affirmative.
And what we need to do is we need to go and get
Nemesis.
the energy cell
Vanguard.
blueprint. So we're in Viper now. The Viper is the ship that I moved to the energy cell production earlier on. I'm just going to fly to the end here. And we're going to jump out of this ship. And we're going to steal that blueprint. So you go into your spacesuit. You need to thrust down and kind of thrust away. Look, really annoying. This is the only reason for not having a pilot on board, is the ship will just stay where it is. Right, so what I like to do is send my Viper back. Are they all on intercept? Yeah, they are. Because if I get caught, I don't know if it works system by system, but if the police catch you, sometimes they attack the ship that you used to steal the blueprints from. So I like to send it away before I actually steal anything. Great. 25 minutes. And then what I do, because I'm a save scumbag, save it again before I steal the blueprints. Because sometimes the police come up straight away, kill you, one shot dead. And I don't have to go back to boarding that ship again. So I've got my bomb selected. Oh yes, I need to just sort that order out for that recruit, don't I? Back on pause. I need you to get rid of. Don't worry if you exceed your hull parts. Limit, you'll be using it, so it really doesn't matter. And you can just use it as a temporary storage place, really. That's what I do. Right, so we've saved it. I've put my bomb down already. Deactivate steering.
Spacesuit EMP.
Trigger bomb. Reactivate steering. Activate scan. So let's just pick it up. Right, got it. So let's get out of there. That's Cobra. Teleport. Now, if it was something like silicon wafers, I'd probably scan all those red things, whatever they're called,
Nemesis.
breaches,
Vanguard.
data leaks, so I could Right, we're back. Sorry about that. What we're doing? I think we're going to board another ship. How far are we in now? 27 minutes. Okay. Right, let's get ship number 2. Get some more able people on here. Hello. Hello. Takes a long time. There's a lot of faffing around at the start. Effectively, you come in halfway through the game. Well, not halfway through, but you come in, you know, effectively after you've played about 30 hours or something. So there's a bit of admin to do. But like with anything, once you've done this once, you don't need to do it again. It's all set up. All right, let's get this second ship. Let's save it again because again I can't remember when we last saved it. Ages ago, half an hour ago. Okay, let's take on board a ship. Where is it? Straight on.
Phoenix. Sentinel.
Okay, activate scanner. Match speed.
Hey, I know my rights.
Scan twice. Match speed. U. Laser towers. Pulse. Easy. But again, we'll do it properly. We'll be complacent. So, turret first. Engine number 1. Defense tower. You start to get to know the routine once you've done it a few times. Engine number 2. Engine number 3. We need to take out the other laser tower. Pulse turret, I mean. That's down. Next. Pulse turret. Down. Next.
You're in serious trouble.
Next. Anything apart from the heavy missiles are easy. So even 3 pulses, no problem. That's why I don't bother with them on my ships. I only get weapons I'm worried about.
Phoenix. Sentinel. Gorgon. Phoenix. Sentinel.
Alright, let's just check. There's no turrets left. No. Let's just double check by
Gorgon.
boarding.
Vanguard. Phoenix.
Stable.
Sentinel.
Board. Yeah, no turrets. Good. Alright, so let's take this out. Right, let's get them all to arm. A bit quicker.
Taking hits.
That's it, I'll go down. I'm going to take that engine out because it's 600 resistance. So I think it'll take me 2 attempts to take this ship.
Mercy.
Right. Need to disable their turrets, otherwise they're just going to get it down too fast. Right, that'll do. So, board. Need to maintain distance. Very strong, very strong.
Actually flown a real ship before?
41, 80, 0, start.
Launched.
Let's move these guys over. Got a lot of micromanagement.
Steady.
Once you get a bit further into the game, you can just replace
Contact. Making preparations to breach.
these vanguards with something else. I did do all the ships, didn't I? Yeah, 41. I just haven't released yet. I told them to maintain distance, that's why. Oh, hang on. The attack order on. So I need to remove that. See, it's auto. Bit annoying, isn't it? Even though it's auto attack, it should really disable that auto attack.
Pod launched. Moving to target. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Eleven.
Awaiting orders.
3.
Awaiting orders. Go. Move it. You are free to engage.
breaking through! Lots of resistance! We're taking heavy losses.
Tell them to fall back.
I have a team working on bypassing a lockdown.
We're taking heavy losses.
Continuing combat.
Falling back. They say it's too risky to engage.
Tell them to fall back.
Time to transfer over. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting now. Right, done. So let's board. Very strong. Very strong. Maintain distance. Start. Right, hopefully this is it.
Targets.
Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Follow that course.
We're making our way through the hole.
Lots of resistance.
We're taking heavy losses.
Might do it. I'm not sure. Where's my next one? I think I've got it.
We've secured several sections. Moving on. Continuing combat.
Awaiting orders.
They say that it's too risky to engage.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah. Let's put these on ignore. It's mine. Perfect. All right, let's set these up. Mine ore. Mine ore. Send these back. And then we need some more able-bodied dudes. So let's just send them over from there. 3. Six.
Awaiting
4.
orders.
Right, let's get up from my seat. Let's sell this. Minimum loadout 1176. Get rid of that repair drone. Repair. Because you get more money when you sell it. So that's doing that. Need to put in any gaps here. And then we need to pick up the shipyard here. Right, let's get plunderer. And let's see what we've got. So 1 in grand exchange. So you're my next target, my only target. So my Cobra fleet, Cobra Kai is going to go there. Follow. Okay, so the guys I've just captured. Get rid of these because you don't need them. Ignore. And let's see the prices again. So 7.5. So 8.4. So Tiladi is the winner at the moment. It's usually hot, but it's Tiladi this time. Just shows you it really is dynamic. So we need to dock there. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum. Right, how are we doing? We're on 45 minutes. Okay. So at 1 hour, we need to double check. We need to pause it and double check everything. Suddenly I've got loads of money now. Let's get another. Let's get another 2 of those because we just need those. I made that mistake before. So we've got 4 large minerals, and then we can just expand it as we go. We'll probably need about 12 in total by the time we're finished. No, weird. No one get damaged. 100, 100, 100. No, good.
Awaiting orders.
I'm going to send you to pick up these. Let's get profit. Path to profit.
Awaiting orders.
So everything happens at the same time. It's quite a complex game. There's so many things to juggle. But thankfully it's got a pause button.
Entering Silent Witness 1.
Right, so you're doing energy cells. That's good. Okay, I can move. We're going to sell that. Sell that ship. I want that ship, not excuses. In that film. And we're gonna. You are going to the right place, aren't you? Yeah, it's so random sometimes. What are you doing? So, 48, another 12 minutes, and then I'll check. I might as well check now, actually, because I'm not doing anything else. So what we're checking to make sure we've still got loads of stuff left to mine. Yeah, we have. So we've got an ore and a silicon in Golden Exchange. Yeah, that's fine. And we've got silicon in Flashpoint. So I think I'm going to switch you to ore. So let's stop mining. And then let's change you to ore. Yeah, let's change the title of the ship. I think you're sitting around doing nothing. Oh, I mean, it's just so slow at mining, but anyway, there's still money. Right,
Can I help?
you can move.
Acknowledged.
And we can sell that ship now. Make sure there's no one on board. No, it's empty. Right. You need to manually explore. All right. Ba ba da ba da ba da 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 da. So what we're going to do now is, oh yeah, I've got crane minerals, haven't I? Let me just make sure they're all on ignore. Yep. Okay, you need to mine ore. You need to mine ore. And then we're just going to wait now for this. So I could make a start now on my second factory.
Awaiting orders.
So I think that's what we're going to do. You're going to fly. Can you fly? Buddy boy. In that film.
Entering system 18 billion.
Alright, so let's get another plot. We build it net to solids. Oh, is that slightly skew? Oh, that's annoying. My OCD. Or is it my eyes? Oh, that's really annoying. It's slightly off. Oh, my OCD is kicking in. I must have turned it ever so slightly. Oh well, never mind. Doesn't warrant starting again. There you go. I'm so ridiculous. Move it a pixel up. Yeah, that's better. It's all the difference. It looks a bit skewish to me, but I don't think it is. I think that's very strange. All right, so buy a license. So this is going to be a graphene. It's a dock, cell production, container, dock, liquid, graphene, confirm. So what do we need? We need, again, Claytronics, all parts. And I like to just do half. So again, let's just say two, something like that. Confirm, accept. See what we've got. Who we've got nearby? Right, you're on the way. You've been chosen. You're the chosen one. In fact, I'm going to put 2 on. Let's do that again. 90 degrees. Yeah, 2 graphene's good. Confirm. Let's put 2.5. Yep. And that's going to be called Weber 2 liquids. I'll need a gas miner, so let's get that now whilst I'm here.
Entering system grand exchange.
Okay, gas miner coming. And let's do you manually as well. Done. Okay, so we're nearly finished. Let's we're going to need 2 mules, so let's get those as well. Shipyard. And then to go here. I'll just get 1 for the energy cells. Oh, you add confirm. Right, where's that ship gone? So slow into it. But we're going to change that alert now. Oh, I didn't make one. So we're going to have an alert for SCA. We'll have the old pop. So we're going to have it in every sector, but we only want scale plate packed. We want
Awaiting orders.
L ships only. Yeah. Galaxy scale plate packed L ship. Save alert. Right. Who's that awaiting orders? Ah, yes. You can dock. Set the rules up for the station, so I need it to be 18 billion only. Yeah, you're only going to trade with yourself, that's good. That doesn't apply, that's fine. So energy cell, so it's going to be a storage module next. And no, it's going to be the dock next, and then the solid state. Right, let's take over.
Nemesis, Vanguard.
See if we can get another ship. So far, I know we've done a lot of pausing, but in actual game time, in just nearly an hour, we've captured 2 ships already. And we've got a factory being built with 5 refined metals. We've bought the plot. The second one, we've got the plans laid up. We've got a nice fleet of ships from the custom start.
Awaiting orders.
Superhighway, Grand Exchange, 1.
Sure, that's a good thing about a large ship. Sometimes I have an Odysseus E, and you don't have to worry about asteroids, you just fly through them. But they're just so slow, especially under the AI pilot. You've got to wait ages for them to turn around. I'm going to have to stop because the angle was wrong then. It's close.
Entering Grand Exchange, 1. Phoenix, Vanguard.
Now, the secret is here, trying to get him away from everybody else. It can be tricky to do. Ah! I have tried cargo and luring them to a quiet spot of the galaxy, quiet spot of the sector, system, I should say, but it's just takes ages. You have to fly really slow, and make sure they don't catch you with the weapons, and eventually they just give up. So I just found it just a bit of a heartache, really. So I generally just take a risk. And if I can take them down, fantastic. If I don't, oh well, never mind.
Heron, Sentinel, Phoenix, Vanguard.
But sometimes they fly off to the middle of nowhere, to some station that's miles away from everything, and that's when you can cap them. But I saw me catching. I need to just catch up on some admin now. Let's get some methane. Ignore. After profit, I need to just set up another route for you. Again, a lot of the stuff you don't need to do once you're a bit further into the playthrough. You know, 6-8 hours. All this exploration thing's done. All your manual trades are finished with. Everything's automated. It's just the start of the game. It's just quite micromanagey. But it doesn't have to be. You don't have to buy these ships. You don't have to do the trading. There's a lot of money to be made by doing it. You know, if you're looking at several million per hour per ship, or even if it's just $1 million over 10 hours, that's 10 mil, say, 1 million per hour, something like that, for example. But 3 ships, that's 3 million. 3 times 10, 30 million. You get what I'm saying. Right, next thing we're going to do is let's check, see how many trades we've got set up. Oh, you finished. Haha. It's good timing. So I think I might have someone here. And I have, great. So I'm going to manually do this one. In fact, you can do it. Just drop that down just for now until we get it established. I don't think I need to put any more in there now. Yeah, I've got enough. So let's plug it in there. Again, all this is right at the start of the game. Eventually, it all is automatic. As long as you've got all your rules set up, you don't need to manually do it. Yeah, that should be enough. Right, last but not least, See what you got. Okay, let's add some advanced electronics, field coils, antimatter converters, field components. Right, so I can't do those because I haven't got the flight path there yet. Flight path. Let's just stick with the old standard stuff that works. And it needs to be traded anyway, 107,000. Cute. So do that about once an hour. Just check that everything's okay. Just check the time. Yeah, so 1 hour. So let's save it. I definitely choose games that are really unpopular. So on that note, we're going to stop streaming because what's the point? Bye bye.